Hi guys, I am here today because I would like to share with you my ideas and my experience about the essential sections of a planner. I have been changing from one planner to another for quite some years now, and this is the first time that I have been trying to fit and feel comfortable into a personal size planner. And I have been using this domino in the personal size and patent pink, as you can see, since the beginning of the year. So now it's just 2 months and even more that I have been using it. It's been hard just to get to fit into it because I'm a person that usually needs so many things to carry with me and to have available to me during the day in my purse that I used to think that only an A5 size would ever fit me. But I can say that to my surprise, I did manage to be okay in this personal planner, this personal Filofax. And then sometime later, I think, I decided that I needed some sections more. And I found that I could only find my peace by including these essential sections. I was, before, when I did have the previous sections in this planner, I was going around with this planner and with another notebook and with another notebook. And so many notebooks used to come out of my purse that were making it so... I used to have so much weight to carry around in my purse that my back was starting to hurt, my hands were hurting me too, I was in pain constantly, and so I decided that I needed to do something for that, and I needed to find a way on how I could carry less things but still have a lot of the things that I needed with me and still have the sections in my planner that would give me the peace of mind that I have everything I might need. So then I decided to film this video about the essential sections of a planner because it is so important not to carry around with you anything which you might not need or anything which is cumbersome and without use during your day. So that is very important. I will be sharing with you the contents of this Filofax, as you can see here. I will be also skipping a couple of sections because obviously some things are personal and I'm sorry for that, but I believe that you can understand my concern. And the most important thing of this video is about sharing with you why I felt the need for some changes in my planner and why I found the need that I had to go for something which was quite different than usual. So the first section that I have here is some personal pockets here that do include some information. Then I've got some dashboards that I've made, and I will also be posting a video about how to do these sort of dashboards that have been made out of calendar pictures. Then we come to the sections, and as you can see here, and I hope that you can see them very well, I do have a yearly tab, a calendar tab, a to-do and projects tab, a BD, which is there, a brain dump section, a notes section, which is this one here, okay, and a work section. And for me, these are the essential sections of a planner. What I have done from the beginning of the year, I used to have only a to-do tab. But I realized over the months and weeks that I was working on them that I was missing from having a list of the step-by-step things that I needed to do for my projects. So I ended up thinking about what I could do. I could just take with me on a daily basis a project notebook, or otherwise I could see a way on how I could fit that section also into the same planner that I have been so used to carry around with me. So I grabbed my to-do and I grabbed my project section and I only incorporated them together so that I could have a section which had also a subsection. And in this way, with my yearly calendar, to-do projects, brain dump, notes, and work tabs, I had everything that I could possibly need to be with me. I didn't feel the need to carry another notebook. I didn't feel the need to carry something else with me. I simply had everything that I could possibly need with me in one planner, and even in a personal size, something which I was not so much used to it. So, as I said, what I do here is I have a yearly section, and here I do keep a flip out, I guess, calendar, and then I have another one. One is for work, and this one is for personal stuff. Then I've got the calendar section, and the first thing I have a dashboard where I do keep a couple of sticky notes and post-it notes. This is another dashboard I made from calendar pictures. Then I've got the Filofax 2016 calendar, but on top of it I also have this clear dashboard that I've got. And I can go, and I hope that I don't have to show you any personal stuff, because that's what would be the worst thing ever. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I do keep my calendar section. And here I have the second tab. As you can see, I had the yearly tab over there, and I have the calendar tab. And the calendar tab has in it a week on 2 pages from Filofax. And I have also added some grid paper in the middle of each week on 2 pages. And here I do just jot down all the to-dos for that week. From past experience, I felt that I perform better when I don't list and attach a particular task just to one day. Obviously, if it's an appointment, it will get written in here. But if it is a to-do, it gets written in here with a box that I color when the thing got done. And I felt better because I do have a week time to do that particular task, rather than get it done in just one day, where I could have unforeseen things, and then at the end of that day I do feel overwhelmed because I didn't manage to do this and I didn't manage to do that. And that helped me so much, and I was feeling so much better, and I have been feeling so much better when the to-dos for that week, and when that week goes by and I can say I have closed it because everything that had to be done in that week is completed. I just get out of my planner those particular pages, so that I don't keep pages which are cumbersome and which are not needed anymore in my planner. And in this way I also make it a little bit lighter than it is to carry. The third section here is my to-do and projects, and it starts with a clear dashboard where I have attached quite some sticky notes of different colors. I have another dashboard in here, and then I've got a Filofax ruler, and I've got 2 sections in my to-dos. One is the undated, which is to-dos that are not attached to a particular week, because if they were attached to a particular week, they would have gone into my calendar section over there. But here are all the to-dos, and they also have sub-tabs, as you can see, for things which do not have a date, but they still have to get done. So what I did was that the first section was called undated to-dos, and I have prepared a page for every sub-tab that I needed to have in my diary. So it was to-dos, to buy, finance, my apartment, pending things, Swift, and health. And there, according to each section, I do get the to-dos written onto that particular page. So if it is things to buy, I would go to this tab, and I would go listing it on the page that has this tab on. So those are to-dos which are undated, but they are once again subcategorized according to what they are. The second main section in my to-do project section has also a ruler, which is projects, and this is a page that I've got from my Color Crush, and it has projects on. And here I do have a ruler again, which I have also included a couple of tabs there. And I've got all my projects, and the first sheet is YouTube videos planned that I would need to film. And there I've got all the pages that have the things and the projects, step by step of the things that have to be done for each project to get completed. Once that project gets completed, the page gets to be removed from the planner, so that again I don't keep any pages which are useless at that point in time. Remember, even as Pocket Full of Vintage always says, a planner is just a vessel. So it will serve you just until you have reached your objective. So you don't need to keep those pages in there. Once the project is done, those pages get out of the planner. So there I've got the projects, and this is what I have made better since the beginning of the year, because what I wanted to do was that I wanted my projects to be with me, because if I'm out and about and I need to add a step, or I need to add a new project, or I need to brainstorm on a new project, or else I think about something or meet something or someone that is connected to one of the projects, I need immediately to have reference to that project. And when I was keeping my project in a Fodori and I was leaving it at home, I ended up not having any reference to look at, and it was annoying. So I decided that it was the time that I needed to have my projects in the planner, and that is something that I will never ever leave out of my planner, of my day-to-day carry on in my purse planner, whatever you may call it. The next section is a brain dump, and I do have a lot of plain pages in there like this, because this section is where I do write whatever comes to my mind. Mind you, one of the most important things also is I have so many papers and so many notebooks around that many times I do jot down a lot of notes. But the moment that I have jotted down that note, I will just tear out that paper from that notebook and get it into this section here, or else I copy it to this section. From this section, all the to-dos and all the things that I have written go to other sections, but in the meantime they stay in the section here. This is the place where when I'm out and about and I need to write something, I just get the paper, get the planner, and just write it in whatever way and manner I like to write it. Then here I have the section notes, and I'm not going to go into these two sections for privacy reasons. As you can see, these are notes and work. This is where I put anything that is related to my work. Any task, anything that is related to something, a project that I have to be working on and that I will be paid for, anything that has to do with my full-time, with my part-time, and whatever other job I have, it will go into that work section over there. Over the years, I have realized that I couldn't be writing some things into a planner that I was leaving at work, and some notes I needed them to be here. So that was what I've done this year, and I have incorporated a work tab, which I found very, very useful. The note section is whatever does not go in any of the previous sections that you are seeing here. So that has to do with banks, that has to do with important notes about Social Security, or else phone numbers, or else addresses, notes about something that I need to visit, or a place that I need to go to, anything. That is just notes. It is not a brain dump, because the brain dump just is somewhere where I do dump everything I have going on in my head, and from there what I write either goes into the to-dos, either into a calendar, either into the work tab, either into the notes tab, wherever. The notes section is where I do keep everything else which is not into another section. And I just want to find a paper which does not have and include in it any personal information, and that's that. That is a contacts sheet, and I have it in my notes section. And the rest, I do keep my vacation, and I keep my sick days and other things related to work too. So, as I was saying, the essential sections of my planner would comprise the following: the yearly, the calendar, the to-dos, the brain dump, the notes, and the work. And the to-dos are once again divided into another section, which is an undated to-dos and also a project section that you could see here. Okay, so those are the essential sections that I have in my planner, and I can tell you I'm very, very comfortable with them. I would not think about adding anything else. I think I have everything I always needed to be there, and I'm finding myself so comfortable in using them. So I hope that I managed to inspire you to create your sections and your functional sections in your planner. And until next video, bye bye.